and welcome. Always, if you are watching on Thursday night at 7 p.m., well, you are with us live. If you're watching the rebroadcast, thank you so much. We appreciate you stopping by. We have a great show for you tonight. We are going to be working with the Cup of Tea stamp set. I think you're really going to like the cards that we're going to make. We're going to make 2 cards. So I'm just going to look at the chat and make sure that we're up. And Maudie is actually back today. So she is still kind of under the weather, but she is up and back with us. So if you want to chat, Maudie, my sister, is over in the chat room. She has all the answers and she will keep you up on what is going on. So she says we are live. That is fantastic. And she can hear me. So all is well, because it's really strange. It came out and it said some other device is using your microphone. I'm like, what? It's always something. So we are not broadcasting to Facebook tonight because we want everybody to hop on YouTube. We don't want any internet issues. And so we're hoping that this will stop those issues. Hey, Pat, good evening from Pennsylvania. So we are going to be working with that Cup of Tea. It's a new stamp set that Stampin' Up is going to start selling on May 3rd when their new catalog comes out. And so if you love Stampin' Up stamps, get ready for May 3rd when the new catalog comes out. We're very excited about that. But let me show you. I'm going to show you one of the cards, and then make sure you stay with us to the end, because I'm going to show you another card as well that's really very pretty. Now we're going to work with the Cup of Tea, and we are creating edgeables. And I don't know if you have any edgeable dies, but they usually cut, and they cut the edge off of your card so that it looks like an edgeable, right? Well, we're kind of creating a faux edgeable. Now look at this card. Let's see if I can get it in. Look how cute that is. Kind of looks like an edgeable, like you cut the edge out. That's what we're going to be working with. So let's head down to the crafting table and let's get started. I want to remind everyone that don't worry about taking down the measurements, because they will be listed over on creativemomentsbyg.com. All you have to do is click on my blog, and we will have that up about an hour after we end. Hey, Carol. Good evening. Now, I want to remind you that at the end, we are going to randomly select someone to get a stamp set and some other goodies from us, those that participated in the April card challenge. So we're very excited about that. Yay! Now I wanted to talk a little bit more about the edgeable. Now look at this. Typically what you do is you use your dies and you cut this out, and you cut out a partial so that all this is cut out. Or if you don't have the die, then you can go ahead and use scissors and cut it out. But we're not going to have to do that, because remember, ours is a faux edgeable. It's not a real edgeable. So let's go ahead and create one of our cards tonight. Now, the first thing that you need to do is cut your base 8.5 by 5.5, and then score it at 4 1/4. And all we did to get this diagonal cut was we simply put the top of the paper right here in the corner in the canal and twisted it to the bottom, so that we have the top and then the bottom, and we slice, and that creates a diagonal. Now, to make sure that you get the exact diagonal, but you give yourself a little bit of a border on this first card, you need to go ahead and cut out a mat that is 5 1/4 by 4, and then cut a diagonal. So, hey Mary, welcome. So we went ahead and we did that, and look, we went ahead and used our swirls embossing folder. So we're going to go ahead and just lay that down. And see how we have a nice little border right there. We really like that. So let's get that laid down. And remember, because this is 3D embossing, you want to make sure and really get that glue down in those crevices. So we're going to go ahead and lay that down, making sure that we have our little border all the way around, just to give it some interest, and then go ahead and push down to make sure it really adheres to that. So here we have the front of our card already. Now on this back card, this is just your typical first mat. So it's simply 5 1/4 by 4. And we are going to stamp our thank you right here because of the way we're going to put our little teacups. We need to make sure and not cover up our thank you. So let's go ahead and get that stamped. And that's a thank you. And I think I'm going to stamp in, let's see. I think I'll do green because it'll give us a little bit of darkness, but not too much. So here we go. We're just going to line this up right here and just put it right in the corner. Oh, I love that font. Isn't that pretty? Now we can feel comfortable going ahead and putting this right on the inside because now we'll know exactly where to put our teacups. So let's go ahead and get that laid down. Hey Dawn, welcome. Okay, let's see. Let's get that. And look at that. It's really taking shape, isn't it? So pretty. And now we're going to bring in our teacups. Now look at this. This is such a pretty stamp set. It has both of these. This actually is a die that cuts out that is so cute. In fact, let me show you that because it's so cute. Well, no, you can cut it out, but I went ahead and stamped it on this one. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And you can also flip this stamp over so that you could have your handle going the opposite direction if you choose to do that. But we're not doing that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to line up our cups with dimensionals right here on the edge, creating that faux edgeable as if you just cut it out. And I'm going to first put on this beautiful greenery that comes with it. Now look at that. Isn't that pretty? So let's go ahead and get that laid down. These make really pretty cards. We love this stamp set. We're going to go ahead and just squish that together. And let's go ahead and get our glue on this one. Hey Susan, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so we have 2. Now, Maudie reminded me, don't forget to outline your cup on this one because it's white and it's going to be on white. And what is the one thing I forgot to do? I forgot to edge it with a little bit of Flirty Flamingo, but I can still do that, so we're not to worry. We're just going to very lightly go around the edge right here. And that just gives it some depth so that it doesn't just blend into this white right here. Just give it a little bit of an edge. I really like doing this. Okay. And there you can kind of see it just a little better. Perfect. So let me close that. And then we just have to see exactly how we're going to edge this card. And this is how I want it. I want it just like this, right like that. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals and I'm going to put this one up first. So we'll just put some dimensionals on the back. Take off the backing. This is such a fun stamp set. Okay, let's just see. I want to do it kind of like that. Like that, okay. There we have it. And you want to make sure you don't go outside the card. Now I'm just going to add some dimensionals to the backing here. And we're going to add this, and then we have our flowers. Okay, so I'm just going to, just like that. Let's make sure it doesn't go over the edge. It goes over it a little bit. So just bring it in a little bit like that. Okay, and now those flowers that come with the set are very, very small. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of glue right here on our silicone mat. And we're just going to use our take your pick tool and pick up them with our rubber end and just kind of drag it through this right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. I'm going to put that about right there. And I got a big piece of glue on that. I need to get that off. There we go. And now I'm going to do a yellow one. Just a little bit of glue. And I think I'll put that one right there. And then we have some smaller ones to get. So let's just get a little bit of glue on that. I'll put that one down here. And then get a red one. Get a little bit of glue. And why that is so nice is that that glue will not stick to the silicone mat. When it dries, then you can just rub it off. It makes it so nice. And now we're simply going to add some flowers over here. So let's get one of our red ones and add that. Let's see. Let's put it right here on this edge. Get a yellow one. Get that one right there. And then get some smaller ones. Just get that. And we'll do this one right there. Okay. And so we have created something that looks like an edgeable, as if you had cut it out. But really all we did was we cut the diagonal card and then simply laid this on top. It's kind of a cheater's way to do an edgeable, right? We have our thank you right there. You open it up and you have plenty of room. Just a cute, fast little card. Now, let's look at our other card. The next card that we're going to make is we're going to bring in that beautiful Starry Sky, the new cardstock, and we are going to cut our paper so that we can cut a landscape card. And the way to do that is simply put it on the 8 1/2 and cut it at 4 1/4. And then you simply score it at 5 1/2. Make sure you don't cut it. Score it, fold it over, and there we have our landscape card. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and cut it down 2 1/4 and just create a flap right here. So what we want to do is, let's see, we want to get this 2 1/4. We want to go down and then go across. So we're going to go 2 1/4 right here. We're going to dock our score right here, and we're going to come across all the way to the middle. And then we're simply going to turn our paper and slice it right down the middle to where we cut it. And there we have it. So now we have our front flap, and all we have to do is decorate it. So let's go ahead and bring in, we cut some yellow, some dandelion, or is that what it's called? Let's see, what's it called? Daffodil Delight. I always want to say dandelion. Daffodil Delight. And we're going to bring that in because I love stripes. And so we have stamped one of the teacups to be stripes. So let's go ahead and lay this down. You know, before we lay it down, we're going to go ahead and stamp our little message, just in case it wants to be quirky and not stamp right. So let's go ahead, and we are bringing in thank you for your friendship. So let's just bring that right at the bottom of here. We're going to line it up on our grid paper. And we are simply, oh, I see that's not quite straight. So a way to make sure that this is straight is we're going to line it up on our grid paper, and then we'll pick it back up. Okay, that should be straight. Now we're simply going to put this right in the center, push down, and there we have it. It's very small, but we are going to add a little bit of greenery on either side. So let's get out our garden green, and we're just going to stamp that right on either side. Right there. Look how cute that looks. Oh, look at that. So cute. Now we're going to close this up, and we're going to go ahead and lay this down on the top of our card. And I can see that I got a little bit of, got a little bit of color right here. Let's see if we can get that off. Darn it. Let me wipe my hands off. Okay, get that off my fingers. Okay, let's see if we can get that off before it dries. This is a great eraser. Here we go. Very lightly go over it. Okay, so now we're ready to go ahead and lay this down. Hey Cynthia, welcome from Texas. We are close to El Paso, Texas. And we're just going to lay this down so that we have a border. Let's go ahead and just so that we can see right where to put it. Okay. Just push it down. And now we're going to bring in our teacups that we stamped already. Look at that cute teacup. We love that. And then we simply use the DSP to cut this one out. So we're going to, before we put these on, we need to go ahead and stamp our message right here, because I want it to be right in the center, and we need to put our teacups on either side. So let's go ahead and stamp that message and that one, because this one says, "Thank you for your friendship. We are stamping for someone who is wonderful in each and every way." So we are going to use our Starry Sky again. This is the new color. Such a pretty color. Let's go ahead and get that centered. Right up there. Oh, look at that. I really love that. I love it when they have a big word in the middle and then they have the other text around it. I think that's so pretty. So let's go ahead and lay this in our card. We just went crazy with this stamp set. Oh my goodness. We love it. Okay. Just going to make sure I don't get any ink on anything. So go ahead and just push it down. Okay, here's our flap. And now we just have to arrange our teacups. Texarkana. Is that by the border of Louisiana and Texas? I think it might be, but I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and get our leaves glued onto our teacup, because we need to know exactly where to put our teacup so that we don't interfere with the wording right there. And we have this one. And so now we're simply going to, I want the blue one on the top. We're going to use our dimensionals and set this up. And here they are. And then we also cut out a little heart that we're going to put on our striped blue one. So let's go ahead and get these with dimensionals on the backing. Okay. And the first thing I need to do before we can stick this down is make sure that we outline our cup. I'm always forgetting to do that. And on this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the blue, but I'm going to do it very lightly because this is a very dark blue. But just to give it a little bit of definition, right? So that it really stands out against the yellow. So just kind of go around the edges very lightly. These daubers are so nice, right? Do you use your daubers? Look at that. So pretty. Okay. Now we are ready. I'm going to remove the backing on the dimensionals, and we will get these teacups lined up on our card, making sure that we do not go over this. And I want this one to go on top because I want everyone to see the little heart. So I think we'll do it just like this. Perfect. Now I'm going to need to get some additional glue because we have our flowers and we have our heart that we have to put on. So we're just going to get a little bit right there, and I'm going to add it right there. Oh, look how cute that is. So cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, now let's get our red. I'm going to get red flowers. Let's see, we'll put one red one on our blue. I think I'll put it right up here. There we go. We're going to load up our yellow ones next. Get it right there. Get some smaller red ones right there. Oh, stuck on my finger because my finger has glue on it. Tell you, it's a sticky process, isn't it? There we go. And let's see, we need another yellow one maybe over here. Okay. Get a few. I'm going to put just a little bit more glue. And get a smaller one. Get that one maybe over here. Okay. Stick. It needs to stick. Okay, come on. There we go. Then we'll put a few yellow ones right here. And let's see. Let's get another red one on this one. Okay. Let's look at this. Now, here it is, and this is just a fun fold flap. Teacups on the front, and what's important with this is to make sure that you stamp your message first so that you know exactly where the placement is so you don't cover up your wording. You have plenty of area to write on. We have this one. Once again, looks like a faux edgeable, like as if we cut it out, but we didn't. We have this one where we went ahead and we embossed the mat. Look at that. So pretty. And remember I told you the die, you can actually cut the cup out. This is the die on top of cardstock. So we love that one. And then finally, let's see here. We have this one. Look at this. Maudie created this one. It looks as if you cut in between your teacup, but actually she cut this piece off an inch and just put these to the edges. And don't those look like those conversational candy hearts that you eat at Valentine's? And of course that thank you is so pretty. And we have thanks for brightening my day. So let us know which is your favorite. Which is your favorite? Do you like the fun flap that's half? Or this one? The pink one, the red one, the blue one? Let us know which is your favorite. But right now, I want to show you some of the cards. I think I might be able to do this, show you some of the cards. We'll see how this works. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, that doesn't look like it's going to work. I don't know why. Huh. Oh, there's one. Okay, so here is one. Let's see what happens when I take it over. Okay, we have two cards. Here's one that we received on our April. This is from our April challenge. Here is another one that we received on top. For some reason, I can't get it off. Let's see if I can show you another card. There's another card. Let's see. Here's another card that we received with a cute little doggy. We received these cards. They did all 6 for our April challenge, and that one. So let's see here. We are having a lot of people say that they like the blue one. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Let me see if I can get those cards off now. Here we go. Okay, we got them off. Okay. We absolutely love this stamp set. Gosh. We also love the paper that comes with this bundle. Let me go back. And we are ready for Maudie to randomly select one of. And Maudie, you let us know who. Okay. Maudie is doing her randomly selected. It's a randomly selection, really cool little wheel. So we just appreciate everyone stopping by tonight and sharing your night. Hope you like these cards. Take a moment. Take a moment to leave us a comment after the video goes live and, goes up on YouTube. We would really appreciate that. You can let us know which was your favorite card. You can also congratulate whoever gets what they get tonight. And so whoever does win, okay, she's spinning the wheel. Who will it be? We had 7 people. Oh my goodness, let's see. She's spinning the wheel. I have to look at the comments and see who it's going to be. And the winner is, congratulations, Carol Lindley. Oh my goodness. Yay. Yay. We have a winner, Carol Lindley. Carol, you need to go onto our website and go to the contact form. Please email me your address and we will get you your goodies and send you some happy mail. Yay! Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful ideas with us. And crafting friends, thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight. If you would take a moment and give us a thumbs up, share and subscribe our channel. We're really working hard to grow our channel and just share with all our crafting friends. We want you to go out and have a fantastic weekend, and we hope to see you next week on Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time. Take care, everyone. Bye.